Jag GLOBAL.AG Security and Communication. Bitcoin can get killed. And I'll tell you how. Let's just play with a scenario. We have a government with huge capabilities financially and technologically that has any sort of problems with Bitcoin. Maybe it tries to protect its own economy, or maybe it tries to protect the world economy it participates in. So it has to kill Bitcoin. And killing Bitcoin means killing the people's trust in Bitcoin, especially Bitcoin, but in cryptocurrency at all. So how is this possible? Well, it is possible. You just need yeah, for a government like US, it's not even huge. These are decent amounts of financial capability. And what would you do? I mean, you would start a false flag attack as a government, maybe China, maybe US, European Union, I mean, you name it. So whoever wants and has the financial capability can just start off by secretly buying huge amounts of Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever cryptocurrency tries to break down. So what happens? There will be a huge demand since let's just work with the number 20 billion. I just pulled it out of my brain. So let's just work with it for an example. So a participant in the Bitcoin network invests nearly overnight 20 billion into Bitcoin, buys Bitcoin worth 20 billion. So what will happen nearly overnight or over the course of few days, the value of Bitcoin will just blow the top. It will go up to maybe 1 million, maybe 1.5 million, who knows. There will be a lot of people being temporarily extremely rich, extremely unbelievably rich. I mean, there would be, you know, the work class Bitcoin investors would become millionaires, billionaires, who knows. So and this would gain huge trust into Bitcoin. I mean, temporarily people would have just, you know, unbelievable trust into Bitcoin, and unbelievable amounts of people will pump unbelievable amounts of money in it and buy and buy and buy and buy and buy Bitcoins just for a few days, maybe for a week, maybe for a few weeks. So so how does the participant break trust in Bitcoin when it just raised up in value and people buying it, and so all these events happening? Actually, the initial attack begins now when overnight this participant, this single party who holds 20 billion, which by today's measures would be right around 50% of the Bitcoin network volume, it pumps 20 billion worth of Bitcoin back into the market and demands back its dollars or rubles or yen or whatever, yuan, or euros. So what happens? There are overnight a huge amount of new Bitcoins, and the demand just shrank because, I mean, huge amounts of Bitcoins, and, you know, dollars were demanded back, and the volume of the Bitcoins of the whole market, you know, just blew to the top again, what makes every Bitcoin, of course, cheaper. So what happens? The guy that just yesterday or a few days ago became a millionaire just became a straight guy, you know, an average Joe again. And those people investing huge amounts of money just in Bitcoins were just robbed for their money. So this would break trust and would have a huge impact on Bitcoin. It would have a huge Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and maybe it would even go so far that people would lose trust in online payment systems like PayPal or whatever. So breaking the trust in the currency once will never bring this currency back again. Well, unless it's not enforced like in the US dollar after the financial crisis, or euro after the European Union financial crisis. But alright, you get the idea. I mean, we have, for example, the Zimbabwe dollar that or Zimbabwe shekel, not sure anymore what it's called. I mean, I guess it's Zimbabwe dollar that was once broken in its trust and never gained back its worth again. So people that got robbed for their, or well, not actually robbed, but lost money due to an unstable cryptocurrency market, they will never invest again in cryptocurrency. They will stick with fiat money, with fiat currency, and they will gain huge trust in their companies Yeah, and they will lose trust in anything that is decentralized in crypto. So this is how an attacker could actually kill Bitcoin, especially, or cryptocurrency at all. Just killing the trust is enough. So, but for governments, it may be less interesting to protect its own economy by killing bitcoins than going with bitcoins. So, click the next video and I'll tell you why bitcoins may be the best, or let's say maybe a huge advancement in the system of taxation and monitoring. So a government could gain taxes, gather taxes without monitoring taxes and demanding taxes ever again. Click the next video and I'll tell you why Bitcoin is better for governments than they think.